Hey beauties, it is officially winter and are you ready for it? If you're not, you click on the right video because today I will be sharing with you those huge fashion trends for winter 2024-2025 and I will be including some pieces again for the season that I have got from different brands including Zara, Mango, H&M, other brands, and a surprise bag unboxing. Let's dive in and let's talk about something that we are seeing, but I don't hear a lot of people talking about it, and it is the usage of textures. Lots of textures alongside monochromatic looks. Let me explain you. For example, we're seeing a lot of like sequin for obviously the holiday season, but we're still seeing a lot of satin alongside with suede, as well as say mohair kind of wool or fair, but the way that it's being treated, it is in a monochromatic way. In interior design is called color drenching, which is basically taking the color of the ceiling, painting the wall the same color, even to the baseboard. That is color drenching from top to bottom, just enveloping, and that's exactly what we're seeing in fashion too. One of the biggest color of the season that you have seen it here on my channel time and time again since we started fall, it is this beautiful color burgundy. I even have it on my nails, but you have seen many people like everywhere in social media wearing long coats, fur coats in burgundy tone alongside with a sweater that is burgundy, a skirt that is burgundy, tights that are burgundy, to the shoes to be burgundy. So this is a huge trend, this monochromatic look, playing with the textures so everything is cohesive. When I'm talking about monochromatic, we're also talking about layering the color in different depths, not only color but finishes, like some items that are more shiny. Like for example, I have this burgundy skirt from Legends that is gorgeous, but this is a little bit more shiny. I have seen the same type of skirt not by Legends but by other brands that they have more of like a matte look. I also have purchased this beautiful sequin burgundy skirt from Mango, which is perfect for the holiday season, but I'm not gonna pair it everything with sequin, but rather I'm planning to use it with something along these sides. This is from Zara and it is a beautiful sweater with the detail of the gold buttons. Super cute, a little bit more fitted, and I'm just so excited because I was able to get my hands on this gorgeous mango coat. This is another big trend for this season, long coat. This is made out of Italian manteco wool, which is super soft, so beautiful. The cut is gorgeous, it's stunning, and the color, it is to die for. Another huge trend is leather, wearing leather head to toe. Long coat made out of leather, leather pants or leather midi skirts, leather boots, but more than anything a specific suede. Suede, it is a huge component of this winter season, and don't you worry because we're gonna be seeing suede even on springtime, and we have seen big fashion houses such as Bottega Veneta, Chloe, Hermes, Chanel bringing suede in their spring collection. So this is gonna be a key component that I'm sure we're gonna be seeing not only throughout the winter season, but it's gonna stroll into a spring, perhaps obviously make a little bit of a pause during summertime and then coming back fall and winter time. And talking about suede, I couldn't resist myself. I have some suede midi skirts that I can use them, and I had them for more than a decade, and they just are outstanding pieces. You see, some of these pieces are investment pieces, but are pieces that are gonna last you a lifetime. So I had to pull the trigger and I bought this gorgeous long suede jacket. It is by a UK brand, the Savary London. They have gorgeous pieces. I mean, the details on this coat, they are magnificent. It is made out of suede. So yes, it was a little bit spendy, but like I said, well worth it. Talking about suede and moving on into this unboxing, you have to see this bag. Oh my gosh, I already unpack because this is just too good to be true. Look at this gorgeous bag. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Look at that. She is stunning. The hardware is almost like a rose gold hardware, super beautiful. Now this bag was kindly gifted to me. This video is not in collaboration, partnership, sponsorship with anybody. I know they have more bags like this and this same bag for under $500. I know links will be in the description box below, but I thought these two beauties together, it's gonna look amazing. Talking about bags, another huge trend is the usage of hobo bags, which it's a little bit of a nod to that boho kind of a style. We have seen in the runways of Chanel this bag. If you have a Chanel 22 bag, don't let it go, because another type of bag aside to this hobo kind of style bag is the one that you can just make it all flat and wear it under your armpit. I know it kind of sounds weird, but yeah, it's just this kind of like casual yet chic kind of vibe. We have seen it with Chloe in the runway, and most of these bags, they come in suede. We have also seen it with Bottega Veneta, which, by the way, what are your thoughts about Matthew Blasi becoming the creative director at Chanel after working at Bottega? I think he did a spectacular job at Bottega, although I am a Chanel girly at heart and Bottega hasn't been able to pull me in completely. I think he will bring something exciting, something new, something a little bit different to the table, although he has big shoes to fit. Because I mean, Chanel, it is Chanel. I always say it. They have only had what Matthew will be the fourth creative director. First was Gabrielle Coco herself, then Carl, which, wow, magnifique, and then Virginie, which unfortunately left without knowing why she was leaving. Hopefully it's all well. And now Matthew. But you know what Matthew brought to the table to Bottega are very unique takes, even on textiles that look like one thing, but they are actually something different. And I think that kind of innovation can really refresh a little bit the house of Chanel. Anyhow, I don't want to go off topic, but I thought, what are we going to be seeing next? Because let me tell you that Chanel's Métier collection for the upcoming year, it is to die for. It is the collection of my dreams. I haven't seen Chanel like that in quite a long time. Hats off, the very best that I have seen from Chanel in many, many years. And you know, I love Chanel. Next fashion trends are fur coat. This baby is from Zara. It looks like a Mongolian fur coat. It is so gorgeous and so soft. The price was fairly good too, let me tell you. $89. I don't think it's a lot, counting that Mongolian coats, they are super expensive. Now this is very important with fur coats. We're gonna be seeing so many type of fur coats: long, ones that are a little bit shorter or like mid length too. And if you're looking for fall fur coats, I will say go with reviews of your favorite content creators or go to touch them, because if something looks just way too fake, it's not gonna cut it. And different from what we saw last year with the mob wife kind of trend, this year we're gonna see this kind of coat obviously elevated with a dress or some leather pants, and again just creating that texture over texture kind of situation. But we're also going to be seeing a lot of people wearing this coat with jeans in a more casual way, with a suede bag. I don't think either the Samba or Gazelles will go anywhere. I think they will become just stronger and stronger. More colors are going to become available too. And you're going to see a lot of people during winter time wearing it with these kind of coats, which, you know, it adds to the fun. And I know I just said that be careful with the fall kind of fare, but something like this, for example, that is not really resembling any type of like specific kind of fare, but it just looks so much softer. This is, by the way, I think you can see it from there, Zara. It's just more elegant, more softer. It's not so bulky, it's not so heavy, it's not so hot either. Like, for example, right now I just told you welcome to winter, and outside we're at 72 degrees, so it's like we are like, it still feels like summer. I'm feeling hot right now on this silky blouse because it's just the weather is not changing. So it's gonna depend obviously a lot where you live at, what type of coat you want to wear, if it's something more heavier like the one that I just showed you, or this one that is just a little bit thinner. Another trend is the usage of black and white with a pop of color. Now the pop of color can be the burgundy that we have seen around, but another color that not a lot of people are talking about aside to chocolate, it is green. We're gonna be seeing a lot of olive green coming in, and like I said, transitioning into this mintish blue-green for springtime. So pop of color is big with this white and black kind of situation. Riding boots are in. Think about Hermes, including some nice boot socks, just peeking through. That's super big for this season. Riding boots, we have seen it all over. Pointy toe boots, they are still trendy. They are very stylish. I don't think they will go anywhere, but I see a little bit of a square toe coming into play, which to me is not that favorable. I'm very short, 5 and a cherry without the stem. Yes, and you know, the kind of like a square toe, it doesn't look the best. I think the elongated one is just slims the figure, but it's something that definitely we're gonna be seeing around a little bit more as we dive in deeper into winter time. Aside to that, in terms of what type of materials, suede, again, matte leather, also croc, not necessarily real, it can be just embossed croc on leather. That is huge. There was a lot of buzz that leopard was coming back as per usual during the fall season, but it wasn't that huge as croc or lizard. In fact, I got this beautiful bag from Atelier Auguste, and it's lizard embossed on leather, gorgeous, absolutely stunning, going with that quiet luxury kind of situation. A couple other things that I got in this kind of croc print are these pants from H&M. They are just so beautiful, and you have that croc kind of a style, just embossed. I had I had to get it also on the burgundy tone because burgundy is just in my heart. It's just so beautiful, and it adds that texture that I was talking about. So it's not necessarily that you're adding a print, but you are adding layers of textures. Same thing with fine fabrics, like say mohair. I got this mohair sweater from H&M where you see all these like soft fluff hair around it. It's just so pretty, looks cozy, a little bit oversized. Cashmere too is so on trend alongside tunics. I got this one also from H&M, cashmere. This will go so well with that trend of white and black with a pop of color too. In that black and white, also this beautiful cozy kind of sweater from H&M. This is something that we are seeing a lot. You see a lot of texture, whether with mohair or of this type of, I don't think this is mohair, or I don't remember, but anyhow, yeah, these cozy kind of sweaters we're gonna be seeing a lot, and it still gives that quiet luxury vibe. I don't think quiet luxury is dying. I think it's here to stay more and more, although many of us were talking about loud luxury too, which is a thing. I think it's a mix. It's gonna come in. Listen, quiet luxury was born out of not only boredom, but kind of like that marketing expectation that a recession was about to come. And honestly, brands, they just don't wanna lose any opportunities to sell us more of their things. We all know that. So by going in the quiet luxury route, even a lot of like say influencers were able to sell you stuff that perhaps many people were not able to afford, like it happened in 2020. A lot of people were staying at home, they canceled vacations, they cancel big events, and they found themselves with this extra money that they didn't know what to do with it, and thinking what's going to happen, is it the end of the world? And a lot of people started spending a ton on luxury goods, designer goods. Then after that, a couple years passed, and then we saw a decline on economy, and obviously, the quiet luxury had to come in a way that it was like, oh, so refined, so fine, so like all money kind of aesthetics, right? To keep selling. Did it did well? Absolutely. There are so many quiet luxury pieces, like these, for example, that is well made, that is made out of leather in France. This is by the brand RSVP, right? That is just so lovely, and it's not flashy. It's not telling you exactly where is it from. We have seen it with Plum too, to the point that LVMH, they have now a stake on Plum. Obviously, Bernard Arnault, he was not gonna let pass the opportunity to put some, money invest on the brand because it's doing so well. In fact, many people that they are now going to Paris trying to get to a Plum boutique in there, the line is super long before they even open the store. I mean, it's just bananas crazy. Anyhow, I digress. I was just touching on the point that yes, quiet luxury will still be going on. It's not going to go away. But yes, we're going to be seeing, we are seeing Louis Vuitton bringing back the Murakami collection with these kind of like flashy, colorful combinations, which it brings a little bit of that aspect to more brands working with different artists to create beautiful new collections, something more attractive. While brands like, for example, Ralph Lauren are now again in the map. Like people are paying a lot of attention to Ralph Lauren, which in design, it always brings that quiet, luxury, all money kind of a style. But don't you worry, there's gonna be a little bit of a flip here. Another big trend is the wear of sheer materials. And we have seen it, I think, even with Hermes, taking a little bit of that risque kind of approach too, which is great. Using it the right way, nothing that is overly done, a little bit obscene or showing too much. That's not what we're talking about. Again, combinations, layering, textures, different kind of fabrics. This is gonna be a huge trend. If you wanna play it safe though, another big trend, it is cleavage, but not here, but actually on the back, showing, I think it's very sexy just to see the back of a woman and just have a little bit of that drape. We're also seeing off shoulder or one shoulder kind of a style tops and dresses. That's something that we're gonna see a lot during the winter season. That takes me into jewelry. Another thing that we're gonna be seeing quite a bit in terms of jewelry pieces are gonna be either dainty pieces like diamonds. We're gonna be seeing a lot of pearls, not only during winter time but throughout the year. But also, although I think we were expecting to see more silver, big kind of a statement jewelry, I don't see so much of that coming in. I see mostly staying on the gold with a statement jewelry. We have seen that a lot with Missoma, Monica Vinader, alongside with other jewelry brands. Leather gloves as an accessory are super big this season too. Pearls, brooches are coming back, and with brooches, the usage of appliques on jackets, like denim jackets too, are big. But again, just playing with these appliques. Not only that, also on sweatshirts. So if you have someone in your family that is a little bit younger, not that sweatshirts is only for younger people, but you know what I mean. It's something that we're seeing a lot. I heard of the brand Dandy too, that they are using these appliques on sweatshirts. That is super big. And on that kind of idea of appliques and just beautifying, say, your clothing pieces, we have already been seeing the same thing apply to bags. The so-called Birkin-fi, right? If you have watched my latest video of what I got for my birthday, you know I just got a Hermes quarter bag. And I cannot put myself into doing the Birkin-fi the kind of situation. Perhaps it depends. I think I saw a little charm, but like La Boo kind of doll situation with, I mean, like putting a ton of things on the back is not my thing, but it's something that it is a trend not only for winter, but a trend for, I mean, this year, following year too, including mini bags. So wearing your big bag with a little mini bag. I know, excessive, it may be, I mean, you pick and choose what you like the most. Another big trend, I think, for this winter season, and it always comes, but I think this year it's coming even stronger, is Fair Isle. I'm not too crazy about Fair Isle unless I go, I don't know, to the snow, just somewhere like that. I'm not too crazy about it, but I totally get it. So that is a huge trend right now that you can use. I think during this December, perhaps January month, they will be good. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna last past February. But let's talk about the Pantone color of the year, and that is Mocha Mousse. Oh my gosh, when I saw this, it's like, oh, looks so good, looks so yummy, and I can see it right now. I mean, not only we're seeing the tone on tone, but we are seeing a lot of these caramel beigey tones, just like drenching, right, top to bottom. And the good thing about this specific tone is that it's gonna work throughout every single season. You can use it in different ways. It's not only warm for certain times of the year, but also brings that summer vibe too. We have seen it on makeup, the cinnamon roll makeup trend and look that it was brought from Hailey Bieber. She launched her lip treatment with Rhode, but it was this cinnamon roll kind of situation. It's basically like a bronzy tone with a little bit of golden sparkles. It's basically kind of like a take of a summer makeup look with a little bit warmer tones for the lips, a little bit of golden vibe. So if you have your Natasha Denona golden palette, take it out. You can still use it right now. Get a chocolate brown kind of lipstick. You're good to go. A little bit of a lip gloss like Chanel Honey. You are set to go. But another trend for this season is that Sugar Plum Fairy, that beautiful icy tones, but with a little bit of pink or lilac in it. And we have seen that a lot with Chanel's newest collection, their spring collection, that can work right now for the winter time on highlighters like this palette, on this gorgeous highlighter that I'm using today from Hermes. Is stunning, where it is icy but not your typical icy tone that it has a white undertone, rather has a little bit of a pinkish undertone, which most of the times I'm seeing this rosy mauve neutral tone, so that it can work for many skin tones. So yes, this Sugar Plum Fairy kind of look is so big right now. The Icy Nude palette from Huda Beauty, you have a ton of tones in that palette that works perfectly with this trend. Again, luminizers, not highlighters, but actually luminizers that make your cheeks look like if they are wet, not that you have a stripe of highlighter, like a stripe of whitish color. Yeah, nothing of that, nothing silver. That is a big no-no. Another trend, it is no mascara. So perhaps just a little bit of bronzer on your eyelids, skipping the mascara, and a bold lipstick, like a burgundy lipstick. And although cherry cola is still staying a little bit of trend, I think that is gonna fade away because it looks like very there, right? If you don't know what is a cherry cola lip, it's basically outlined very strongly with a burgundy lip liner, and then in the middle having a cherry red lipstick. And I mean, it looks good, but it's not, I mean, like, no makeup is truly super natural, but you can achieve better looks than that. I will just suggest a simple red lipstick or a burgundy lipstick or a chocolate lipstick too. Those can work a lot better. Now, the trend of no mascara, I know it's gonna depend on you. I think mascara, it wakes up your eyes. It just makes you look more awake. I will say if you still want to go with mascara and a little bit of bronzer and just focus on your lips. Another thing that is a big trend is the icy eyelids. And when I'm talking about icy eyelids, it is just this glaze kind of wet look on the eyelids that you can also achieve it with the Patrick Ta eyeshadow duos. The one in specific, it is we need more lighting. I think that's the one that it will achieve that look. But anyhow, friends, these are the fashion, a little bit of mix of makeup trends that are now in for this winter 2024-2025, and we are going to be seeing some of these trends progressing through the entire year. Let me know what are your thoughts, which trends you're super excited for, which ones are the ones that you're going to be rocking this winter season. Let's continue that conversation in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so yet, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. If you're on Instagram and TikTok, come and follow me there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with family and friends. And if you're not done watching my content, I will suggest you a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're gonna love. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye!